For all my team coins, check out thefootshop.com. Their link is in the description below. And for a discount on your coins, use Nepo at checkout. What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to How to Trade Coins. So I've been asked a lot on Twitter, on stream and through videos, if you have two accounts and now that price ranges have been introduced, how do I trade coins from one account to the other account in the quickest time possible with the least hassle possible and getting the most out of my coins possible? And we're going to explain that to you today. Before we get into that, if you could drop a thumbs up on the video, it would be much appreciated. Let's try and get this over 9,000 likes. And also guys, this might be a little bit long-winded. It might take you one or two tries to get it. It's actually a very, very simple method once you understand it. But I've given the best description of it as I possibly can. So sit back, drop a like and enjoy the video. Okay guys, so we're going to start with those of you that already have no coins on your account. What you're going to need to do is open a bronze pack. I want you to list the items in that bronze pack for 4,600 start price, 4,700 buy now. You're doing it like this just so that it's going to be easy for you to find your players. I wouldn't really bother with contracts like staff or anything like that you get out of it. Just use the players. It's going to be much easier for you. You're going to get 2, 3, 4 players in each pack as well. And I want you to buy these items that you list up on your main account from your holding account. So let's say, for example, you've got an account with 10 million coins in it and you've got no coins on your main account. Open a couple of bronze packs, list the players, buy them on your main account until you've got a suitable amount of coins on your account. So 50 or 60,000. You don't want to waste too much time on the bronze pack method because that's what a lot of people are doing now and it takes ages and it's no fun. That is for damn sure. To help recognize your player, make sure you list it for 12 hours or 1 day or 3 days and you need to put it at the selected bin because if you just do it at the regular bin, like the 150 start price to 5,000 bin, there's going to be like a million of those players on the market. You're not going to know which one's yours. If you do it like 4,600 to 4,700 or maybe 4,200 to 4,700, you're going to know it's yours because the date issued, the number of games played, the number of contracts, things like that. You're going to know which one is yours, which is obviously a bit of an issue right now because all the accounts are the same name, Foot Founder, and Foot is the club name. So you need to do this, and this is just if you have no coins. If you already have coins, just ignore this part and skip to the next part. So if you already have a suitable amount of coins, guys, what you're going to need to do is go and buy a player for the minimum price range on your main account, not on your holding account, on your main account. This is why we did the initial bronze pack method to get some coins onto the account, is to buy a player, just one player, for the minimum price range. So for example, NepentheZ, he doesn't sell right now for his 60,000 coins, the informed version. He goes for 60,000 to 90,000 on both consoles, and he's a good one to start with. So if you use a bronze pack method, get yourself 60,000 coins. Once you buy the informed NepentheZ, and I'm not suggesting everyone to use informed NepentheZ either because if everyone uses him, his price is going to go up, he'll become extinct. So find a player that suits your amount of coins. I'm just using NepentheZ as an example. What you want to do is change his position and chemistry style to something strange. So for NepentheZ, you want to put him like as a striker and then as a shadow chemistry style or something that you wouldn't particularly see on NepentheZ. And you want to apply a singular attributes boost card to him, perhaps a bronze pace card or a silver defending card or a gold passing card, just so that when you're looking to buy him back on your other account, you're going to know exactly which one is yours without actually having to look at the card. So you want to list him on the market for his max range. So you've bought him for 60,000 coins, you want to list him for 90,000 coins. Switch over to your holding account where you've got all the coins on, go and find your NepentheZ and then buy him for the maximum range. You want to buy him for the 90,000 coins. That way you've already made 30,000 coins onto your main account and this is just the start of the process. What you want to do then is relist the same player on the holding account for the minimum price range and buy him back. So you initially want to buy the NepentheZ from anyone you can because you need a player, but then you want to trade the NepentheZ between your holding account and your main account over and over again, selling him from your main account for the maximum range and selling him from your holding account for the minimum range. So you're making the price range every time you buy and sell him. If you already have suitable players, so if you already have an inform NepentheZ or a decent inform, like, you know, that has a decent enough price range of anywhere between sort of 30 and 60 or 70,000 coins, you can skip the first two steps and just move straight to selling the player. Make sure you put your chemistry style, position and attribute cards on your player. Let's say, for example, you've got yourself a inform Harry Kane, who I do believe is 50,000 to 90,000. Make sure you set Harry Kane down to a cam, put an attributes card on him, put a anchor chemistry style on him, so that when you search for Harry Kane on your holding account, you're going to actually set the search parameters for Harry Kane center attacking midfielder with the anchor chemistry style. And when you search for that, there will be 1, 2, 3, 4 at most, I'd say, of this player on the market with those specific parameters, making it very, very easy to figure out which one is yours, especially if you've got the attributes card on it. You can then easily figure out which one is yours and in an instant buy him. Once you've got around 200,000 plus coins by using this first method, use a player with a bigger price range, example Neymar. He goes from 220 to 330,000, and apply the same method as before. So you just want to basically keep using players to make as many coins as you can until you can buy the next upgraded player, and then you can go to the net. You know, after using Neymar for a certain period of time, you'll have 500,000 coins. Then you can use Gareth Bale. After using Bale, you can use someone, you know, maybe Team of the Year Philippe Lahm, who goes for 1.1 million to 1.7 million, and you can keep going up and up and up until you've basically got your full complement of coins on your account. Once you're left on the account with players that you can't move and coins that you can't move with the players that you have, you need to go back to the bronze pack method. So once again, let's say you had a million coins on an account and you wanted to trade it to your main account, and you used Inform Ozil and then Neymar to trade over that million coins, but you've got 60,000 coins left on your account and you can't do anything with it because those two players don't work for you. Just open bronze packs again to get the last few coins across. Using this method, you will lose between 18 to 27% tax on your holding account, depending what players you use. So you want to use players as cheap as possible with the widest price range as possible. So Neymar is a good one, Bale is a good one, but eventually you're going to get to players that aren't actually effective. So if, like for example, Bale was 500,000 to 800,000, so you make 300,000. If someone is 700,000 to a million, you don't want to use that player because you're making the same amount of profit, but you're losing more tax, because tax on a million is more than tax on 800,000. So you're losing more tax, you're going to make less profit. So what you need to do is find the best player that suits your price ranges, but you need to find them as cheap as possible with the widest price range as possible, and do this on Foothead or Footwiz or Footbin. Those sites all have price ranges where you can find the player that suits you. You are going to lose 18 to 27% tax. So if you have a million coins, you're going to end up you're only going to end up with like 750,000 to 800,000 in total, but it's better than not having them on your main account at all. This is a much quicker method than using the contract and bronze pack method, and make sure your holding account is left with nothing but bronze cards. So when you start buying those bronze cards, they're going to go onto your holding account, just leave them on there. In the meantime, when you're trading Mesut Ozil back and forth, make sure Mesut Ozil and Neymar or whatever players you use to trade these coins over are left on your main account. They have to be left on your main account. Otherwise, you're going to have a holding account with a player on it that won't sell. So eventually you're going to be able to sell your player on your main account. So you'll be able to sell that Ozil and get the 60,000 coins back, and you'll be able to sell that Neymar and get the 220,000 coins back. But it might take a while to keep relisting them to sell them eventually on the market, because if you leave them on your holding account, they're never going to be bought. But if you leave them on your main account, potentially they'll be bought, and then you get the coins back onto your main account from those players. Last but not least, guys, I just want to give a quick rundown with the final example. You want to open a bronze pack, buy cards with the coins on your holding account, buy your player at minimum price range on your main account and sell for the maximum price range to your holding account. Sell the card on the holding account for the minimum price range and buy it back on the main account, and repeat. Buy a card with wider price range and repeat the process. So, like I say, it's a bit of a headache to listen to and to see, and you'll only really understand it when you're doing it. It's very, very easy, and I can't give you an exact example of who to use because the players' difference, the EA change the price ranges all the time. People, the demand of cards change all the time. For example, I used to use Gareth Bale to trade coins. However, now, because his Inform is in packs, his gold card no longer goes for minimum price range. Like, I used to buy him for 500,000 because he never sold. Sell him to my account for 800,000, buy him back for 500,000, sell him back again for 800,000, so on and so forth. And then I had to stop doing that because now he actually sells, so you can't use him. So you need to find a player that suits you. Don't use my example specifically, and make sure you keep up on top of who you're using, and always use just the one single card, guys. Don't sit there and think, oh, what if I just buy 5 Gareth Bales? That'll be quicker. The reason why you don't want to do that is because you don't want to be left with 5 Gareth Bales on your main account that you can't shift, because that's going to be 2.5 million coins that's just left there. Always use just one card at a time, and once you're done with that card, set him back to his regular position with a good chem style on, put attribute card on him, and try and sell him to the regular market and get your coins back. once again, guys, I hope you understood this. For me, it's very easy. It's very simple to understand. And most important thing about the whole thing when searching for accounts and trading between your different accounts is to set the player to have a unique position and chem style so that you can find them real quick. This would be much easier if you did have 2 consoles and 2 TVs so that you can download the gamer tag onto another console and you can sit there and do it really quickly, because changing between the accounts is going to take some time. Or if you've got a friend that has a console that wouldn't mind helping you out with this one as well, you could do that as well. Let them download the gamer tag and trade with them through the through the consoles. It'll be a lot quicker for you. But if you guys don't understand this exactly, put your questions in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer them. But I feel like this is very easy, very easy to understand. It's much quicker than the bronze pack method or the gold contracts method. However, you do lose a little bit more on tax, but you save a hell of a lot more on time, which for me is so much more important. This is going to be the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.